Today, I'm going to share with you everything I've learned from working at home the last 5 years. Hello, Dale Majors here, and welcome to another video with Venture Anyway. I make videos 5 days a week, and they're all geared to help you become more action-oriented and really live the success that you want. So stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment below, but do not click the notification bell icon because it's unhealthy. And let's get started with the video. So today I actually have 11 tips. I'm not going to number them all because that is just way too complicated, but they are really good and I enjoyed over the last few days putting all these together. So let us just jump right in. So first and foremost, you got to let your peeps at home know that, in the words of my brother Carl, you got to bring home that cheddar. Okay, like you need to be, you're home, you're working, and the goal is to work. So you need to be productive, and that just means that sometimes you won't be able to help with certain things. Tip 2, and this is especially if you have kids, and I'm going to share a tip below to make it so you don't have to have this tip, but it's about the angry stare. Sometimes your kids are going to come through, you're going to hear like a knife in the door lock, and then it's going to open, and somebody's going to be about to bust in and scream. But that's when you got to do what I call, this is tip 2, the angry stare. And that's mostly, you can't talk because you're on a call, you can't talk to them, or you're on a video call. You can't do it on video actually unless you get out of the view. But that's when you do this. You do something, you do like your meanest, like, I can't do it because I don't have a child in front of me that I'm wanting to have move away, but it's something like that, like a really intense, I mean business, but you got to still talk on the phone and be chill. It's because if you have kids running around all the time, trying to interrupt your flow, you need that. You need the angry stare. And if you don't believe me, you just don't have kids yet, and you haven't worked from home long enough. The angry stare, believe it. Tip 3, you need a stand-up desk. You know, we're gonna go here. I've got my desk here, all right? This thing goes up and down. Man, what a lousy example that I just gave. We've got a stand-up desk. I'll include a picture in the thing, right? We'll even take the picture right here. We got boom, picture, stand-up desk. Whoa. We've got a picture of the stand-up desk. Stand-up desks are amazing. And what I like most about stand-up desks is not that they can go up so you can stand up. Sometimes it's great because you can go down mostly to the floor and kneel down. And the Japanese say that longevity and how long you live is dependent on spine health. And I love the idea that you can just, on a stand-up desk, you can go all the way down and get down and bend your spine and then come up again, right? So stand-up desks are awesome because they give you multiple positions. If you don't have one and you work from home, you work anywhere, they're really amazing. Tip 4 is have a mat for nappy time, okay? That's mine. Whenever I'm it's a gymnastics mat. At least a few times a week, I'll say, "Hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes."
Your timer is set for 15 minutes.
And then it goes on for 15 minutes, and I lay down and fall asleep. I wake up feeling as if I have slept for like an hour, and it's amazing. So it's a really great way to reset. And I think, you know, we talk about willpower in other videos. It's a great way to kind of restore your willpower. So if I ever had to work in an office again, one of my non-negotiables would be some sort of place to take a nap, because those 15 minutes can make my whole afternoon so much more productive. Naps are amazing. Tip 5, and this goes along with what we talked about before. You hear the butter knife in the door. Buy a lock for your door that cannot be opened by a 4-year-old with a butter knife. And I haven't done that one yet. I just know from experience that I need to. And yeah, or just have a really good angry stare. But I think the butter knife, getting a new lock is really good, because sometimes you're making videos or you're on a conference call and you just need privacy and you don't want people coming in. See. Huh. Baby, you gotta get out or be super quiet. See, I didn't lock my door. The kids were gone. that's what we've got. So that's the tip, buy the new lock. All right, tip 6 is if you're ever doing like really boring stuff and it might be very manual, you're just cleaning up some last emails or you're having to read something or research something, sometimes a fun way to spend time with your kids is just put them on your lap, open up the third monitor, and play some Studio C. It's the most kid-friendly fun show that you'll ever see. They have a bajillion episodes, and I enjoy watching that with my kids. So if you're ever working on those types of tasks, it's okay to just include the family for a little bit and bring the kids in. Okay, 7, if you're ever working on really boring stuff that just is a drain, and for example, for me, I used to list bike parts, and sometimes I was resigned to list bike parts for the whole day. And I remember watching like 3 features on Netflix about the people from Iceland, the Vikings, and because it helped me stay glued to the TV and do my work. And it was awesome. It was, anytime I have to like, if I'm just done and don't have any willpower, I'll watch a movie on the side. So the benefits of being self-employed and not having a boss over my shoulder, but just to face it, you don't always have willpower, and that's another crutch for me to sometimes gain some willpower. Tip 8 is take a break for lunch. I've been in this room sometimes for 10 hours, 12 hours, even longer, and a lot of times it's nice to just have some pre-programmed breaks. So break for lunch. I love to longboard around my neighborhood, so sometimes I'll just break, get on the longboard, and throw a book on and do like a 4-mile loop. Or I'll go out and I'll have lunch with my kids. It's really great to just shut work down and then do something else. Another great thing about working from home is sometimes if you have other phone calls you need to make that don't require your presence at the computer, you can just put your headset on and then go and roam the house and sweep and clean. Earlier today, I had an hour and 10-minute phone call, and I organized my downstairs, I cleaned up our gymnastics equipment, I did some dishes, and I swept the floor. And it was all on work time, and I was able to have this phone call and be productive. That's actually called dual tasking, when you have a really menial type, low value task that doesn't take a lot of brain power, paired with something where you need to think more. Dual tasking can be great. So tip 9, and this one I don't want to come across as insensitive, but what I've noticed from working so long, especially, so I have 5 kids at home, and again, it is what it is. I don't want to be insensitive, but you really got to be good at saying like, sorry babe, I can't help with that right now. And if you work from home, you'll probably understand that. Being a stay-at-home mom is like, it's not a full-time job. It's like a 1.5-time job. If you really wanted to do everything, if you wanted everything to get done, it's not really physically possible to take care of all the kids and do everything day after day. So if you work from home, I've realized that I have to get good at just realizing that certain things will not get done, and that's okay. So you can't make everything, you can't do every task, you can't, there's just a lot of things that let go of that idea that everything can get done, and you got to be comfortable having some, balls get dropped on the home front. Otherwise, you're going to be working from home and trying to pitch in here and there, and it's kind of a never-ending thing. So, because working from home can also be very distracting. Tip 10, and this is more about activity, get a treadmill. A lot of times, if I have a lot of emails to go through or things where I can go through on my phone, emails or planning or whatever, I need to wake up from my nap in 8 minutes and 47 seconds. Okay, if you have things on your phone though, go and get on the treadmill, and then that lets you kind of walk and keeps you busy, keeps you moving and active, and it's a great way to stay focused while working from home. Tip 11 is if you do have phone calls or other even some of the emails or walking around, go on a walk outside. I've got a loop that I do in my neighborhood, and it's amazing. You get some vitamin D, and it's just another way to change things up and and just work from home more productively. Perfect. Thank you for being part of the, thank you for watching through this and learning more about working from home. I would love to hear from you, those that have worked from home. What tips have either worked for you or what things that you recommend that I didn't share? I'd love to hear about them because I work from home and I want to be able to do it more efficiently. So also, thanks for being part of the channel. Subscribe, share, comment. And remember, don't ring the bell because that's distracting and it'll take you away from your focus. And otherwise, I'll see you on our next video.